After Luke Skywalker helped his father to defeat Darth Sidious and return to the light, he searched the galaxy for ancient Jedi temples and locations. During his search, Luke Skywalker discovered a lot of information about the previous history of the Jedi Order and the members of the old Jedi Council. I'm going to break down exactly what Luke Skywalker knew about Mace Windu and his time on the Jedi Council. Before we dive deep into it, hit that subscribe button to be notified when I release more Star Wars lore content. Only 23% of you who are watching are currently subscribed, so remember to hit the button if you do enjoy the video. So what I'm going to read to you is a page out of the journal of Luke Skywalker, which he wrote after he began his journey to discover the massive amount of history about the old Jedi Order. If you've been watching the other videos in the series, you'll know by now that Luke managed to collect knowledge about a lot of major events in the galaxy. So let me know in the comments which moments in history you'd like to hear from the pages of Luke Skywalker's journal, and I'll be sure to cover them. The following page in Luke's journal tells us exactly what Luke knew about Mace Windu's time on the Jedi Council and how he eventually came face to face with Dark Lord of the Sith, Darth Sidious. It also tells us what Luke thinks may have happened if his father, Anakin Skywalker, didn't betray Mace Windu in the Chancellor's office. So here's the journal entry. Mace Windu, this respected member of the Jedi High Council and general in the Clone Wars, was a true defender of the Jedi Order and all that it stood for. Although he fought valiantly for the Grand Army of the Republic, Master Windu was never comfortable with how the Jedi and the Senate had become so deeply intertwined. He remained suspicious of the motives of those in political power, an instinct that proved well-founded when Supreme Chancellor Palpatine was revealed to be the Sith Lord, Darth Sidious. Master Windu led a group of Jedi Masters to arrest the corrupt leader, and had my father not betrayed him, he may have bested the Dark Lord in combat. So in that page of the journal, we can see that Luke definitely realizes that Mace Windu was one of the strongest members of the Jedi Council. Luke also knows that Mace Windu only fought in the Clone Wars because he had to stand up for people suffering around the galaxy, but he was not comfortable with it at all. Luke also discovered that Mace Windu was deeply suspicious of the motives of many members of the Senate, including Palpatine, but failed to act on this instinct because he was blinded by the light side of the Force. Luke created this journal page on Mace Windu so that he could teach his own students in the new Jedi Academy to trust in their instincts and to stay away from conflict unless used for self-defense. Luke fully understands that the Jedi were clouded by their decision to join the Clone Wars as generals, ultimately leading to the downfall of the Order. It's also really amazing to know that Luke Skywalker knew about the fight in Palpatine's office between Mace Windu and the three Jedi Masters against Darth Sidious. I wonder what his reaction would have been if he managed to locate security footage from that event and watch it. Maybe he was even told about the incident by the Force ghost of his father. None of the other Jedi Masters who died in the fight were able to become Force ghosts as far as we know in canon, and Palpatine would likely not have told him about the event. So the only way Luke could have found out about it was through security recordings or the Force ghost of his father, Anakin. But let me know how you think he discovered this information about the duel with Mace Windu. So that is everything Luke Skywalker discovered about Mace Windu in his journal from the Star Wars Secrets of the Jedi book from Luke's point of view. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to hit the subscribe button for more awesome Star Wars lore content. Again, let me know if you want to see more stories and pages from Luke's journal covered on the channel in the future. Trust me, there's some really interesting pages in the journal. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.